Hello everyone, this is Juanita with my blind journey, and today I'm doing the VIP challenge, which is the Visually Impaired People challenge, which I was nominated by Marissa at Living It Up Blind. And I have a series of 9 questions that I will answer. So the first question, oh, and by the way, I will be using a Braille Excel, which is this device. I'll be reading my questions in Braille, and here we go. So the first question says, what medical condition caused you to be blind or visually impaired? I was born with congenital glaucoma, which means that you have increased pressure in the optic nerve. So this increased pressure in the optic nerve causes damage to the optic nerve, and the optic nerve is the nerve that connects your eye to the brain. So once that connection is damaged, then your eyesight is damaged. Number 2, in 3 words, describe your vision. Non-existent, uncurable, and constant. Number 3, what is the hardest thing to do while being blind or visually impaired? The hardest thing to do while being blind or visually impaired is to legally drive. Number 4, what is the best part about being blind or visually impaired? The best part about being blind or visually impaired is that I don't get to see all the ugly things about this world, so I'm grateful for that. Number 5, what question do you get asked most about or because of your vision? The question that I get asked most is, how much can you see? Number 6, do you have a cane, guide dog, or neither? I have a beautiful black guide dog named Jaden. Number 7, what piece of advice would you give to someone who is losing, going to lose, or has lost their eyesight? My piece of advice would honestly be, I know it seems difficult at first, but it's not as bad as it seems. You will be able to do everything everyone else can. The only thing you won't be able to do is drive, but that's why there's Uber, Lyft, trains, and buses. Number 8, what piece of advice would you give to a sighted person about interacting with someone who is blind or visually impaired? I have 2 pieces of advice. The first one is, don't just randomly grab someone out in public who is blind because you think they are in danger. Use your words to convey what you are trying to get across. And the reason I say this is because I get grabbed quite often by people who think that I don't know where I'm going, and instead of asking me, do you need help, or you're going the wrong way, or talking to me, they just randomly grab me. Or sometimes I'll be stepping onto the train and I'll be doing perfectly fine, and then people will randomly grab me thinking that I'm gonna fall. And I'm like, I'm just getting on the train. I do this 4 times a day. So my second piece of advice would be, don't treat someone differently because they are blind. They too have likes and dislikes like anyone else. We have interests and hobbies, and we have things that we too like to talk about other than our blindness. Number 9, why did you join YouTube? I joined YouTube to give people my perspective on blindness. And I have to nominate 3 people, but I don't know 3 people who haven't done this already. So I'm not gonna nominate anyone. guess the challenge on my end ends with me. But I really appreciate Marissa for nominating me. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just hadn't been nominated yet. So thank you guys, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet for future videos like this one. Thank you.